KOS-MOS Trenkov. I swore I saw a metallic leg, but it was just the inside seam of his uniform. People aren't going to be too happy with him. Once again.
Well, in that case, we better go find him before anything happens.
Or we could talk about something else.
Yeah, you're right. I'll go get Ziggy. He'll probably come in handy at a time like this.
Damn straight he will.
All right. I'll go with Alan then. He doesn't look very useful, though.
Yeah, all my non-fighting members can go on the right side. That is actually a Japanese thing. If somebody talks about you, you sneeze. I don't know why. But that's a Japanese cultural thing. I have heard that in American culture too, but we mostly say your ears burn, which is the weirdest thing. I've never had my ears burned. And I know people talk about me all the freaking time. They tell me they do, at least. But yeah, you sneeze. I do sneeze all the time. Maybe the Japanese people are right. So, let's see. We are back on board the Elsa. We're in control of Shion again. He was wandering around cabin 1. He was looking for something there. So we will have to try to follow him there. But first, we get an email because we are in control of Shion during a peaceful time. It is time for emails. Fortunately, this is the only one. Okay, so we have received email number 29, I believe this is. It has given KOS-MOS a new tech attack, our drill. This is actually one of my favorites. I like it more than our blade. It is, as you imagine, being a drill, close up. It's something that was in her program already. So our drill is for close up encounters only. The conclusion the inference machine reached was that KOS-MOS's original battle capabilities are needed against the average Gnosis battle capabilities. Wait, what? It's getting more difficult to handle the appearance of Gnosis with higher battle capabilities. I agree. I bet the most powerful Gnosis realized this and devised some sort of scheme. What? Like the Gnosis are conscious and... what? This will require proper handling. Remember that the tech attack R drill that you got permission to use must be set in a slot in order to use it. Right? I made that mistake once. I hope I will not make it again. And that is it. You can't reply or anything like that. So yes, that's how KOS-MOS gets tech attack. She gets something like this, which is weird. But she got our drill. Technically, she always has she has access to all of her tech attacks right now. There's just some kind of block on her programming that to prevent her from using it, which sucks because I really want to use some of the higher tech ones. When you start getting to the X instead of the R, that's the stuff I'm looking forward to. I think you guys know which one I'm talking about. So let's move on. I don't think there is actually anything else to do here on the Elsa except for get Ziggy, but it has been a while, so I will save. Okay, all saved and ready to move forward yet again. We need to head in to basement number 1 in order to get Ziggy, but before we do that, I would like to talk to somebody else, and he is hanging out in the restaurant / bar down here, crying himself into a stupor. Something similar to that. Just a spiral of depression, I am sure, sneezing his way into oblivion. How you doing, Alan? Alan? Please, leave me alone. Listen, Alan, Commander Cherenkov has disappeared. That has nothing to do with me. You are more about the commander than me. Alan, talk or eat, pick one, okay? You're so comforting, Shion. Oh, God. Alan. What are you going to do with Alan? You want to like him. I want to like him, but he's kind of off-putting when he's like that, you know? And that's how depression leads to more depression, which leads to more depression. you know, he kind of scares people away because he's upset, because he's depressed, because people won't talk to him, so then people won't talk to him because he's depressed. Yes, we'll go to basement number 1. Now, we need to get Ziggy, because without him, we will not be able to help Cherenkov. Something similar to that. So, we need to head back to lab number 1, which is where he officially is hanging out. I assume KOS-MOS is hanging out, getting repaired, or something similar to that in her room, and we can't really talk to her. Alan, I think, is the only one that we can actually talk to. KS, of course, is with us, just the 2 of us. We need that third party member, or else what are we going to do? No, continue this way. This is the fastest way I remember how to get to the lab. There could be faster ways, but I don't remember them. So, wow, I got caught on the corner. Wonderful. Let's head down here. I think this is actually the lab right here. So we can talk to Ziggy, get him in our party, we can rescue Cherenkov, and we can move on. Oh, Ziggy! What is it? Wow, I cannot say his name for whatever reason. Commander Cherenkov is missing. Will you help me look for him? The commander? He is a soldier, so he should have training of that sort. Do not think you need to be overly concerned. But the captain said this is a bad place for military personnel to wander around, so I'd feel more secure if you were with me. All right, in that case, I'll help you. Better safe than sorry. So, they haven't flat out said it, but it is definitely implied, I would say, that Cherenkov is a spy. Right? You can make that assertion. That he's not really part of the Federation and its army. He's actually working for Utic and Margulis. So, he has landed on this dot colony where they hate the Federation, which is his cover. And it sounds like he's going to get his ass kicked for his cover, the things that he doesn't actually believe, the people that he is being a traitor to. He's going to get beat up because people think that he represents that. That's what it seems like to me. Alright, we got Ziggy with us. We are ready to move on. There is a lot that needs to be done in the dot colony, which is technically where we are. It's not a very fancy name, so I might as well spoil what it's called. It's called the dot colony. There are emails that we need to get, of course, because we are controlling Shion during peacetime when we're not under attack. Therefore, we get emails. So, what we need to do is leave through the airlock, which is right over here. Hammer's hanging out. Oh, aren't you going with Alan? Oh, Alan was crying over his food for some reason. No matter what I said, he just blubbered at me. It's really annoying, so I'm leaving him behind. So, once again, Alan's upset that we don't care about him, and based on his behavior, we don't want to talk to him anymore. And that's how the spiral works. Well, let's start looking for the commander. We should split up to look for him. I'll let you know as soon as I find him. Then he does kind of a weird run away. And we will look for Cherenkov, but first we got a few other things to do. Mainly everything. Haven't seen you guys around before. Is this your first time here? Don't look so worried. We'll do a good job servicing your ship. Get some rest while you're here. Of course. Of course. Ludi at the clinic refuses to talk at all. I was being nice and said I'd play with her. She's such a brat. See, I've never understood that line of thinking, that if somebody doesn't talk to you, it's because they're arrogant. It's almost always the other way. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not that way, but that's the way I would see it, I guess. Oh, they used to nurse Realians here. And the refugees came, and now it's treated like there's nothing but outlaws here. It's not a very fancy place. There's nothing of interest here. There is actually a few things of interest, including this woman. Her husband loves to fish. He has something called a fish detector, but he lost it. Now she doesn't have to fear his fishing stories for a while. She lost it on purpose. Well, not on purpose, but she's the one that's responsible. She put it in a tuxedo pocket and then sent it to the cleaners on the Foundation. That's not where we are now. This is the dock colony. We will get to the Foundation. She's talking about the Kukai Foundation, which we have heard of before. But that's kind of important. If you went there now, you'd find the fish detector. They don't get used much, so it's okay. You need to talk to her, okay, until this point, which is when she starts repeating herself. I'm not sure if you have to, but I would really recommend that you do, because the last thing you want to do is backtrack in this game. So, talk to her until she repeats herself, which was that line there. And then, you know, if we ever make it to the Foundation, we can go to the dry cleaners, find this tuxedo, and get a fish detector out of it. Sounds good. Forsaken by the government. People hate this place. There isn't anything to see here, apparently. Everybody's nice. Yeah, of course you are. How you doing, little girl? Oh, she wants to talk about Looty. She used to live on Ariadne until just recently. When the planet disappeared, she moved to the dock colony here. Her mother and father disappeared with the planet, so she lives with the doctor now. How the hell does the doctor get custody? Whoa, dude. No, I am not the doctor. I'm not trying to play tricks on an old man. Did I cup him or something? Why did he want to turn and cough? Oh, that's gross. Yeah, stay in your seat. No. I'm going in the back right now. I demand service. We don't need anyone here except the sick. Get out of here. What, you're seriously sick? Get out. Oh, no. No, she's trying to imply that if we're not sick or injured, to get out. But that's not the way it sounds like the first time that you read it, though. I am tired. This is a hospital, so she will treat me. The other nurse, not so much. And I believe we get a full heal out of this. We do. HP and EP restored. How you doing, old lady? Oh, she wants to talk about Looty. Yeah. The doctor here is a quack, so he can't even cure her. Obviously, her freaking planet disappeared. Her family's gone. I'm sure it's psychological. You can't just give her a pill to make her start talking again. What the hell? Take a seat and wait for your turn. I will not. You can actually, like, sneak around back here. I think we can talk to the receptionist again. Don't come in here without Cherenkov. What? Give up and leave the colony right away. If you don't, you won't get away scot-free either. Is scot-free only spelled with one T? Huh. I don't think I've ever tried to use that, like in spell check or anything like that. How you doing, little girl? Oh, this is Looty. She has nothing to say. But that doesn't mean she's not important. In fact, after talking to her, you have to have Shion as the lead for this, I believe. You want to talk to the doctor again. What a poor child. But you know, her inability to speak is psychological, obviously. I can't do anything about it. Well, you'd have to get her to open up first. If she has something to remind her of her home, family, and things of that nature, we might be able to get through to her. Of course. Wait, we're still not done. The potted plant in the waiting room. That's okay, so it's an Ariadne flower. If we can get that to bloom, maybe she'll talk. Fortunately, Ariadne no longer exists in this universe, because world only implies a planet. Likewise, the Ariadne flower also no longer exists, therefore we can't do anything. Surely the thing that was in the specially colored font will not ever come up again. But that is all that we need to do here in the clinic. So let's go ahead and move on again. This time we need to head to Talk to Me. I can't really make out what it says there. Parts. Oh, Part Shop. That's what it says right above it. And the name of his shop is Talk to Me. He's a little attention hungry. So let's go feed his attention hunger and buy stuff from him. He's actually got some good stuff. There is a shop in town. Why don't you tell me about it? It completely disappeared. The Federation government still doesn't know the cause of it, and the people who disappeared with the planet are still missing too. Something gets the work of Gnosis. In any case, it's a terrible accident. That it is. What happens if I say I have heard of it? Nothing new. Nothing new. So let's head down here. There is another person here that we need to talk to multiple times. It's not her, though. I think that's a her. You can even get your grandkids' diapers here. Oh, yes, everything's so convenient. It's actually this one here. This is Tom. There used to be a pink ghost doll at this shop. Where did it go? It broke really easily, so maybe it got thrown away. Actually, that pink doll speaks. It broke easily, but if you spoke to it kindly, it would tell you all sorts of things. If you happen to find it somewhere, please be kind to it for me. I don't like the sound of this at all. There's a talking pink thing in my Xeno game. I hope that doesn't mean what I think it means. Oh, and he's already starting to repeat himself. So you need to talk to him twice, but you should talk to him a couple times. What about you? Establishment of the Miltian Charter after the war was our saving grace. It would have been wrong to treat the Realians like murderers. So once again, everything seems to be revolving around this Miltian conflict, of which we know a few players, I guess. Like the Realians seem to be very involved in this. Utic and somewhat Vector and Yoki Mizrahi, they all seem to be surrounding this Miltian conflict, but we have no idea what that really is. Let's ignore it and go shopping. Yeah, he has eggs, beam cannons, and toilet paper, only one of which I can actually purchase. The other one I probably won't be purchasing. I don't think he has any... Yeah, he doesn't have any new items. But he does have new weapons. I will require one set of navy gloves, one metal rod for Momo, who's not in our party, and one MSP-89SX. All line hit. It's a missile pod. Sounds very good. Now I should have enough money to get everything that I want here. He also has new accessories, which also could be armor. Everybody needs armor. You could technically go without the armor, but I wouldn't. I will require, I believe, 4 stylish armors in total. I had to do some math there. One upgrade for KOS-MOS. She's already on V3. We just bought her V2, so we can sell that later.